أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Viewers of Cricket Stars channel, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for viewing my channel of cricket batting of Syed HAIDER Shah alias Wasisha, and now I am uploading match number 984 Emirates D20 tournament FUJERA versus Emirates Blue team. Toss won by Emirates Blue and they opted to bowl first. Now I'm uploading this video. Please watch this. Combined batting of Rohan Mustafa, captain of Future Matters, and playing in Fujera team, Syed Haider Wasisha and Rohan Mustafa. Please share it to your friends, cricket lovers, and ask them to subscribe this channel. Thank you very much for this support. Today is 16th of December 2022 at Dubai International Cricket Stadium, Dubai Sports City, United Arab Emirates. Thank you very much.
The onside is a shorter boundary, and that is why you see Vishnu turning the ball away and also bowling that length outside off. Back to back dot deliveries. Keeps to bowl on the off stump. Fumble and class. They got the single. Yes and no. Off strike, Rohan Mustafa. That was a good diving effort. They still managed to get a single. In comes HAIDER SHAH, a young lad, 14 matches, 232 runs, strike rate of 104 and 63. Best to his name. 250s so far in the D series. Vishnu Sukumaran into his second over. Dot delivery, push towards point region. They have got that wicket, and just a single has been conceded so far in this over by Vishnu Sukumaran. Nicely played on the back foot, punch towards long on. That's the end of a successful over by Vishnu Sukumaran. 8 gone, 58 for 3. Wasisha, the new man in number 3. After 3 down, 3 wickets for Fujera. And the danger man Wasim is back in the hut. Top 3 in the hut for Fujera. Well bowled and equally well played by Haider Wasisha.
Well bowled again. 3 dot balls on the trot from Rahul Bhatia.
This is where they are very good ECB Blues after picking up Wasim's wicket. They're bowling tight lines and not giving easy singles. Taking a thick outside edge of Haider Wasisha, not in control, but still he manages a single.
Yeah, now they'll be able to put some brakes on that run scoring. Rahul, just 1 run in his 4 deliveries so far. Rohan Mustafa is on 10 of 14. Wasi is off the mark, but with a slow start. Just the time for Emirates Blues to put some more pressure. That's it.
Yes, if they can get one more fielder inside the 30-yard circle. See there at the short mid wicket, you need to have a fielder. Put that pressure on Rohan Mustafa. Stop those singles. They have got 3 wickets on the back foot. FUJERA combination is not working. It tried a couple of changes in each and every match, and clearly they are missing the services of Asif Khan Behrooz.
Nicely played. Cut. That will be a single to end the over. Good over from Rahul Bhatia. 3 runs off it. 9 overs, 61 for 3.
Please.
61 for 3 after 9 overs. Dot balls, a lot of dot balls, Mudassir. They need to look for singles, keep the scoreboard ticking.
Stepping down the track with an ease, clears that longer side of the boundary. Brilliant shot under pressure, out of nowhere. Haider Wasisha getting that maximum.
Well, he was anticipating that length from Vishnu. And look at that, he just came out dancing down the track and hit that nice and clean over long on. Beautiful hit from Wasisha. You don't need singles if you can hit sixes the way Wasisha can. Has been in great run of form in the last few seasons. Nicely played again. This is smart batting. 6 and then a single.
Wasisha and Rohan Mustafa placed together in the domestic circuit, the same team. Maximum and sensible piece of batting by the young lad Wasisha, picking up that single, protecting the strike. Quick run, sluggish in the field. CP Rizwan. Yes and no between Rohan and Wasi, but at the end they managed to get that single. 8 runs so far. Wasisha on a ball 10. Vishnu Sukumaran into his third over. Nicely played by the young lad. Once again, waiting for that ball, going on the back foot and using his wrist. Making sure after that maximum singles comes in. Keep rotating the strike. Haider Wasisha.
Cut and cut well in the gap as well. Beautiful shot from Rohan and complete control. And what a way to end the 10th over. Rocked on the back foot and got 4 runs. 10 overs, 74 for 3. Just the right time to introduce a change in the combox. It's going to be Abdur Rahman Tariq and Ahmed Khwaja.
The first edition of the ILT20, live and exclusive from the Dubai International. 3 venues across the UAE: the Dubai International, the Abu Dhabi Cricket Stadium, the SYED Stadium, and of course, the Sharjah Cricket Stadium as well. And Abdur Rahman, 74 for 3. This match is very evenly poised.
Yes, absolutely. Good afternoon to all the viewers, to you as well. Ahmed Khwaja, 74 for 3. Both the teams just hanging in there. FUJERA finally getting a move along in that 10th over, beg your pardon. But they've taken 3 wickets, Emirates Blues, and they know they're a couple of wickets away from a very long tail.
Beautiful back cut there from Wasi. Was looking slightly watchful there, running for 2. Oh, that's brilliant. Rahul Bhatia not amused with his deep cover fielder. That was slightly lazy.
But that was Fahd Nawaz, one of the better fielders in the Emirates Blues team. HAIDER SHAH just spotted that slight fumble. The key here was pushing hard for that first run, waiting for that fielder to do a mistake.
Top stuff there. Good intent from the youngster. Big shot towards mid wicket. Just over the fielder. It was a risky shot, but it's paid dividends with 4 runs.
Well, I have to say, Farazuddin, that's very disappointing because that is the shorter side of the boundary. You have to be at the edge of the rope. No need to be a few yards in. Makes sense on the other side.
Calculated risk, and he was confident enough that he cleared him. That's a brilliant effort. That would have been a Ben Stokes from Farazuddin, one of the finest young fielders in the UAE. And given us 4, yes. But before we get into the game, of course, there was some very sad news earlier this morning. Our sincerest condolences to Asif Khan, aka Lala, on the passing of his beloved mother. Could not participate in the game today, and he's actually heading back home on a 6 p.m. flight. It's a big family here at the UAE domestic scene, all the cricketers, match officials, commentators alike. So we share the happiness and the pain of Asif Khan.
Yeah, well said. At the toss as well, Usman mentioned that and asked for prayers.
Rohan Mustafa goes downtown. That was right out of the screws. Maximum.
Well, they seem to be charged, the FUJERA lineup. They've been a bit bogged down in the past few games, not their free, high-scoring self, FUJERA. Rohan Mustafa into the side, his second game. And he's taken his time, settled in now, but he will target the left-arm spinner.
That's another top-tier maximum, a TTM. Wonderful strike. Look at that glorious footwork from Ronnie. And he's been coming back into some form as well. Got that confidence after making that 50 for the national side in the tour of Nepal. So good to see him contributing with the blade. Oh, reverse. Has it hit the pad? Bit of a bottom edge. Very, very close indeed. An entertaining over comes to an end. 13 off it. Let's take a look here. It was the quicker one. Yeah, I think he got a bottom edge there for sure. Umpire Shiju Sam walked away quickly. 87 for 3. Well, let's share some fun facts from the Fun News. In 1955, in a match against Worcestershire, Robin Maller had to bowl 3 consecutive deliveries in a single over with 3 different balls, as the first 2 were lost after being hit outside the ground.
Well, I know that feeling. We've seen that in the UAE domestic scene.
Absolutely. Sharjah Cricket Stadium, the culprit of such a situation. That ball, when it goes out, goes onto the road.
Really add a lot to these fun facts. Oh, chipped in the air, but there's nobody at mid on. And Farazuddin introduced pretty late in the game considering the spell he bowled last night.
Well, Vishnu Sukumaran did the damage, got Mohammad Wasim out, so that was a good move. Probably would have been a better idea to continue with him. But they brought in Farazuddin against Rohan Mustafa with the shorter boundary on the leg side.
5 wickets in T20 so far for him. Slightly expensive. But it's early days just yet. Meanwhile, Rohan 22 of 19. Nicely bowled on the money. The running between the wickets has been very fluid. These two are club mates, Ronnie and Shah, so they should know each other's tendencies, and they have to run hard between the sticks when you're batting with Rohan Mustafa.
And even the bowler, all of them in the same club. A wicket keeper as well, Arvind.
Well, there you go. Like we mentioned, it's all one big family here in the UAE cricket scene. Everybody are club mates, teammates, all over the 7 Emirates. And so far, it's been a good batting effort from FUJERA. They must be stinging after that loss to the Team Dubai.
Yes, they're setting a pace for the likes of Hamid Khan, Mohammad Farooq and Uzair.
Sliced away behind point. There is protection. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of power hitters to come. And Emirates Blues, they need to get back to winning ways as well after that shock defeat to Abu Dhabi. Only singles in the over so far. But Wasi is certainly looking to be positive, using his feet. I like that approach.
I just got a good measure of the wicket, HAIDER Wasi. That's 6 over mid-wicket. Just helping him cut loose now. 21 of 18 for him. Rohan Mustafa 24 of 21. Better than a runner ball, and that's what they need in a partnership.
Yeah, it has been challenging batting on these tracks. They've offered turn, they've been slightly slow, dual paced. Meanwhile, all singles from the over, 93 for 3. This early afternoon here, it's a triple header Friday for you. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all 6 teams in the T20 are in action. So it's going to be a long and exciting day for us as well. And that is the real gauntlet of the tournament of the Rahman, when everybody is in action.
Yeah, these 3 days are going to set up the table nicely. Everyone playing on each day. No rest in the middle as well, as you were mentioning just in the break. Some stiff bodies.
Well, you can rest in your grave, Abdur Rahman. It's all about the T20 title for me. Rohan Mustafa off to a start. So is Wasi. Can they get a big 50 here? Can they propel that score to 160, 170 plus? Jawadullah, left arm speedster, back into the attack. He's been mighty impressive in the T20. His rise to fame has been very prominent. Oh, he's cut him in half. How is that missed the off stick?
Oh, very well bowled. Jawadullah coming in for his second spell. And a thumbs up from Rohan Mustafa.
Look at that nip off the surface. It was the off cutter. Brilliant take by Vritya as well. And this boy, well, he's already knocking on the doors of national team selection, isn't he, Abdur Rahman?
Yeah, he's very young. Still very raw. And in the right hands, with the right coaching staff behind him, he's going to be a treat to watch, Jawadullah.
Super exciting find. Just glided down to deep third. Good intent from Rohan. Ran the first one hard. Yeah, when you have the likes of Robin Singh and, of course, our strength and conditioning coach, Azharuddin Qureshi, watching over him, he'll get fitter, he'll get leaner, and he'll get quicker.
Yes, absolutely. And also the likes of Zahoor Khan and Junaid Siddiqui in the camp, helping out the youngster, giving him advice. Both of them international pedigree, franchise pedigree as well.
Oh, absolutely. We'll be seeing them in the IL T20 alongside the likes of CP Rizwan, Fahad Nawaz, Ronak Panoli, Colonel Zahid in there as well. Watchfully played. And you can see he's hitting the bat really hard when he puts it pace on.
One of the better bowlers for the Emirates Blues in this tournament so far, Jawadullah. Interesting. Rizwan CP turns to him every time he wants to get a breakthrough or when the run scoring is a bit too quick. A lot on those young, fragile shoulders.
And he doesn't take the new ball immediately. He comes in about the third or fourth over, so perhaps he's not quite comfortable with that prominent seam just yet, but super effective. And of course, has that gift of pace. Down the leg side. Just got it wrong there.
That leg side wide from Jawadullah, we've seen that so many times. The ball keeps swinging away. And Vritti Arvind has learned this time that you can see, even though he's wrong footed, he knows exactly where that ball is going. Very tricky for the wicket keeper.
Yeah, that went yards. Just when that seam hits the pitch and shapes towards fine leg or first slip, they'll get moving away. We've seen that happen time and again. Back of a length this time. He was thinking about it, pleading to the leg umpire, but not given. One for the over. Umpire Shiju Sam, international umpire for the UAE. We saw him recently in the Asia Cup qualifiers in Oman. Been a steady over so far from Wasi. Pardon me, Jawadullah. Wasi is facing. Oh, lovely back cut. That is racing away to that deep third. He was smartly on the move, and that's excellent fielding, keeping them to one.
Scoring moving along steadily. Just the 3 runs in the over so far. What will Rohan do here now? Does he go for that boundary? Try to make this a big over.
Young Ashwant Valthappa, usually a wicketkeeper by trade. He's fielding out at deep third, putting in the hard yards in. Of course, Vritti is the number 1 wicketkeeper of UAE. So naturally, he will be expected to don the gloves. Sanchit Sharma, his comeback spell will be very crucial. A couple of quiet overs here for Fujera. They will be slightly concerned. Steps out. And smart thinking from Vritti. Oh, they've stolen one. Well, you might be clever, but the wily old fox Rohan Mustafa is much smarter than you, Vritti. Fantastic opportunism. 97 for 3. Farazuddin, this time coming in from the far end. Let's see how he goes about it. Long off, long on, deep cover, deep mid wicket and a deep square. Orthodox spinner's field. Oh, that's a peach of a delivery. So he is getting some response from the surface. And Vritti, with that pleading look to the leg umpire, let's go upstairs for a TV review.
Rohan Mustafa just picked up the bails, put them back on, as if nothing happened. Gonna go get a sip of water. Oh, that's close. That is. No, he's in. He is in. Didn't lift that back foot. Rohan Mustafa, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, for a microsecond, it was elevated. but safe enough in the end. But a good delivery to start from Farazuddin. He's definitely getting some purchase from this end, turning the ball away from the left-hander. And Ali Shan Sharafu is currently at fine. No, he's in the right position. That's what I wanted to say. He's in a catching backward point. Good attacking field set. That's what I wanted to suggest. Reverse comes out, and there he is, just popped up towards him.
Well, he's going to be a bit creative from here now. Rohan Mustafa played a few dot balls, very unlike of Rohan.
Yeah, they're certainly tempting him, pardon me, Abdul Rahman. They want him to play that shot, reverse it, or look to slash it behind point. Ooh, quicker one. And he's bowling at a good pace as well.
Yeah, this is a big battle. Farazuddin so far on top. Not a lot of turn, but enough to beat the bat.
Trying the reverse, but just a bottom edge or off the pad. Big chase for Ali Shan. They will pick up two. He's gotten slightly bogged down here, Rohan. It's been good spin bowling so far. And that introduction of Jawadullah really shook things up as well.
Yeah, that one over just breaking the momentum. Either SHAH and Rohan Mustafa were hitting boundaries before that. And now Farazuddin, 3-dot balls, and then a very risky reverse hit. Just the 2 runs.
And then you have experienced pacers like Sabir Rao and Sanchit to come in at the death. That struck him pretty straight, but I think it pitched outside the line. They will scamper for leg by 100 up. Not as quick as FUJERA would have liked, but it's still a pretty decent platform.
Big appeal from Farazuddin, but I think there's a lot of bounce on the wicket as well. We saw Rohan Mustafa missing a couple of those cut shots and them going over the stumps. I don't think you're going to get it LBW unless it's very full.
Yeah, it's a fresh pitch today. Drilled straight, but there is a long off in position. So a very good over from Farazuddin, keeping it tight. 101 for 3. So yet more trial by spin for FUJERA. Rahul Bhatia reintroduced into the attack from the com box end. Heavy leg side field, deep mid wicket, deep square, long on. And of course the wideish long off and a deep cover more towards extra. So don't allow the cut shot and try to challenge him on the leg side. That's what CP Rizwan wants FUJERA to do.
Oh, slight change now. Shutting down that cover drive as well. I think the ball is going to be quite full from Rahul Bhatia.
That armour onto the pads. I think he showed it a bit too early in the over. You should have set him up for it.
Yeah, Rahul Bhatia. One of those rare left arm spinners that turns the ball quite a bit. And then that arm ball coming in. But this is the challenge right here with the left-hander on strike.
Yeah, Rohan Mustafa is certainly going to have a dip. He's eyeing the square leg. In fact, he's staring right at him. I'm coming for you. 28 of 30, so he has just decelerated a bit. And there he goes. Bang! Over that square leg. Has it gone for 6? Yes, it has.
Yeah, he was itching for that shot, wasn't he, Rohan Mustafa? And he knew this is the right time. Now the left arm spinner bowling to him. It was the bigger boundary, but he doesn't care. He cleared it with ease. And a crucial 6 here for the FUJERA.
Well, I think this was a mistake. Jawadullah had them under pressure. You could have bowled him out here. Instead, reintroducing spin. You know they're going to go hard. And I think it might have been a slight strategic error. There he goes again. It's another 6 over cow corner. Rohan Mustafa.
Well, the Rizwan CP's tactics just a little amusing at this stage. Bringing in the left arm spinner against Rohan Mustafa when he's settled in, when he knows what the wicket is doing, just don't make a lot of sense. You have the options, you have Sanchit, you have Sabir, you have Jawadullah.
Fantastic strike. Huge six. 40 of 32 now for the Warrior. And this time it's slightly flat over extra. Big work for the long off, and he won't get there.
Well, this time going on the offside. Rohan Mustafa, our very own 360.
Look at that, just slicing it off the toe end of the bat, but that bat swing had a lot of speed on it. So Rahul Bhatia under the cosh here. How does he respond? Oh, reverse bottom edge. Big chase for the short third, Jawadullah. Touch and go, and it will go.
Well, in the afternoon, the outfield much quicker. It's dry. And that's raced away. Didn't get a good connection, but enough, just enough to help that ball to the boundary. 20 runs of 4 deliveries. What an expensive over this from Rahul Bhatia.
He was literally 28 of 30 about 2 minutes ago. Now he's dealing his 50. Just flipping a switch. And that is the quality of a champion player like Rohan Mustafa. He recognizes the situation. This time, drilled straight to that long on. He'll keep the strike. Advantage for FUJERA. 123 for 3. Razuddin. And it's not been middle. Long off. Not getting there. Not getting there. And that will be 50 for Rohan Mustafa. He's had to grind. He's had to earn it. But he's got it to his name. Well played, champion.
Aditya Shetty had long off. A valiant effort, ran in from a long, long way back. But what a knock from Rohan Mustafa. 51 of 36 deliveries.
4 fantastic sixes in that. Quicker one just tucked onto the leg side. I think he's slightly tired here. Been running super hard between the wickets. So I think Wasi has to recognize the match situation and look to go after Farazuddin.
I think he's going to take that personally, Ahmed Khwaja. He never gets tired, Rohan Mustafa.
Well, he is about 35 now. And he's played thousands of cricket matches, maybe hundreds of thousands. But still, a stupendous performer. Pulled away, not out of the middle, but it will be a big chase. Oh, misfield! And has it been conceded by a boundary? Rohan Mustafa lost his bat, lost his gloves, lost almost everything there.
Rohan Mustafa with the gloves in his hand. That's one thing I really don't like about his running. He doesn't wear them when he's running between the wickets. Good looking shot there. And very poor fielding in the end by Vishnu. That's very poor. Very high standards set by Emirates Blues. And is that a boundary? Yes, I think it is. I think that has touched the ropes. Good effort there from Aditya Shetty. But I think that is going to be called for.
I'm convinced, but we need to get confirmation. Very casual effort there from Vishnu Sukumaran. And good work by our camera crew as well. Yes, that is definitely a 4. Valiant try from Aditya. Yeah, that's the frame. He's guilty, Your Honor.
And Vishnu was just thinking, please, Aditya Shetty, save that from hitting the rope. I don't think he's managed it in the end. Yes, just there. You can see that finger is on the rope.
There you go. Confirmation from umpire Mujahid Aziz. That will frustrate CP Rizwan. 27 of 24 now. Can Wasi do a Ronnie and capitalize? The matchup does suit him, but it is the bigger boundary on the leg side of Abdurrahman.
Yes, and again, the fielders just a few yards up. And I don't think that makes a lot of sense when 2 batsmen are set. They're going to hit the ball very hard. It's not going to land a few yards short of that boundary if they connect.
What a wonderful frame. Master and apprentice. Rohan Mustafa. The aging lion and the young cub, Wasi SHAH. You love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Haider Vasisha has improved leaps and bounds under the mentorship and captaincy of Rohan Mustafa at domestic level. He's backed him, Rohan Mustafa, even in this Fujera side.
Yeah, he's surrounded by the Galacticos of UAE, but still standing out. Big shot by Wasi. He hasn't connected and taken at long on. Is it? It's been dropped once again. What is going on with the Blues this afternoon?
Again, it's Aditya Shetty. He's at long on, and I think he's lost sight. Just a little bit of sun peeping out from that part of the ground. There you can see, there, just there, he's lost it. Has he gotten hit on the face?
Oh, that might have nailed the young man. Don't want to ruin his looks. And well, there's a certain thing called sunglasses, Abdurrahman.
Well, now they're making the change. Vishnu Sukumaran, the man with the sunglasses, was standing in the shade. Aditya Shetty was standing in the sun. I think he's walking out as well. I think he's gotten hit on the face really bad.
Yeah, and the physio is out there for the Blues as well. Hopefully, the young chap will be all right. Fun and jokes apart, that is a very serious injury. Yeah, just taken a blow to the left side of his cheek, maybe. Well, we're just waiting confirmation if whether it's a 6 or a 4. Meanwhile, Aditya has just crossed the boundary rope to consult the physio. Let's take a look here, Abdurrahman. Ouch. Ouch. Well, we have to look at the ball currently. And it's to the right of your screen. Yeah, that's a big 6. Easily a 6. So, adding salt to the wound. Maximum. And just the way they wanted to capitalize on the spinners. They wanted Wasi to attack, and he's done that.
Well, what should have been 2 runs and a wicket have turned into 10 runs of 2 deliveries.
Trying to drag this towards mid wicket. Yeah, he's up and about though, Aditya. Just looks slightly dazed. Hopefully, he'll be all right.
Those tend to hurt a little bit more as the day progresses. You need to ice it quickly.
Yeah, ice it up, son. Certainly, otherwise, it swell up big time. Outside edge. Big chase for Ali Shan once again. He will rein it in. But these 2 overs of spin have really shifted the momentum of the game. 139 for 3. Expensive over from Farazuddin. Jawadullah back into the attack for his final over, but is it too late, Abdurrahman?
Well, they've conceded almost 35 odd runs in 2 overs. Very difficult to recover from an onslaught like that. 14 runs in 3 overs for Jawadullah.
You're trying to force it on the leg side. He's a bit too quick for that. When you have a bowler of this high pace, you have to look to deflect the ball rather than overpower it.
Nobody's done the right thing though, was he? Just given Rohan Mustafa the strike back. I tell you what, those 2 fielding lapses has given Rohan Mustafa enough time to catch his breath, take a breather, took time to decide whether there was 4 or 6.
Yeah, even though he is a super duper fit, it is very difficult to run hard for 20 overs straight. 54 of 38 for Ronnie. Oh, he sliced this over backward point all the way for 6.
Well, he's using the pace this time, opening the face, going over point for a maximum. We're told that he is the man in the UAE, Mr. 360. What a shot.
Incredible. We'll struggle to see a better shot than that throughout the triple header Friday. And just as I had mentioned, use the pace of the bowler against him. That is exactly what Rohan did. Well, Sabir Rao, he's become a spectator.
I think he wants to sit down on one
I
of the
think that's the
steps.
right idea.
Just sit down and watch from outside.
89 added of just 52 deliveries. What a role reversal. And yeah, they deserve a bit of a drink. Get some H2O in there. Fantastic partnership. Although Jawadullah is smiling, he needs to come back in this over. 4 deliveries to go. He's already. Wow.
35 dot balls, 35 singles. They've been running between the wickets well, these two. But the boundary count has just gone up dramatically in the last 3 overs.
Yeah, and if the pitch is playing like this at early afternoon, I think we can expect plenty of runs, especially under lights. When that outfield gets slick, that pitch tends to just quicken up a bit. So this is perfectly set up for some fireworks throughout the day at the D20. Meanwhile, 60 of 39, Jawadullah under the pressure of Rohan Mustafa. He belts it. He belts it for a maximum. How are you doing this, Rohan Mustafa?
Well, that's a baseball hit. That's a home run. Unbelievable batting, unbelievable hitting by the southpaw. Rohan Mustafa, back-to-back sixes against the best bowler of Emirates Blues, Jawadullah.
Incredible striking. That is D20 cricket at its best. That is Rohan Mustafa at his best. Wow. 13 runs off the first 3 deliveries. And what is the plan B? What is the plan C, D, maybe even E and F?
A change of ball. You were talking about that stat. 150 up for Fujera. You were talking about that fun fact. That's ball number 2 coming out. Can we see ball number 3 as well?
Brilliant striking, clean hitting all over the park, down the ground, over point, over cow corner, mid wicket, long on, you name it. And Rohan Mustafa has sent a white souvenir there. If you want to collect some cricket balls, come to the Dubai International. 1 hit away from a century partnership in brilliant time. And was he just consoling Farazuddin? He's like, mate, that's Rohan Mustafa for you. There's nothing anybody can do. He's that kind of a cricketer. Right then, Jawadullah, can you stand up to the challenge? Oh, sliced over point once again. Rohan Mustafa is literally on fire.
I think it's a hat-trick of sixes. I think that has gone over the rope. Jawadullah, well, this is one of the tests in your young career. Bowling to the man, Rohan Mustafa, in his peak form.
Just slightly too full. And using the pace against him once again. Umpire Shiju Sam will make the call. I certainly missed it. Just saw a streak of white flying into the stands. It does feel like a 6 though.
I'll just give it a 6. He's deserved it, Rohan Mustafa. That shot deserves a 6. What a counter punch. What an innings. He was less than a run a ball just before that Rahul Bhatia over.
Well, I think CP Rizwan will be wondering why. If only I had not gone to spin at that stage when Rohan was looking to cut loose. Let's keep an eagle eye on this one. I think that's a flat 6, but we just need 100% confirmation.
It's a case of the invisible ball here. Can you see it? I can't see it. I don't think the fielder spotted it.
Maybe we can compromise and shake hands at 5. You say 4, I say 6. We go for 5.
Even Shiju's got a big smile on his face. They can't see the ball. Oh, he's giving it his 4. Oh, what an anticlimax in the end.
Well, they've still taken 17 off the over. Jawadullah's Figures taking a hammering. 70 of 41. Incredible. He was 28 of 30 a couple of overs ago. On bang over the covers for 6. What is happening here at the D20?
Well, Rohan Mustafa has removed all doubt from this 6. No need for a replay. No need for the third umpire to confirm anything. What a hit. This time over extra cover off the back foot.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I have to pick up my jaw from the floor. 166. A disputable 4 and then a 6. Way into the stands. This is glorious hitting from number 90 of FUJERA. Remember the name, Rohan Mustafa.
Jawadullah, he wants to get out of this over quickly without conceding another boundary.
Well, good luck to him. Oh, he's missed. Well, what an eventful over comes to an end. A Rohan Mustafa masterclass. 162 for 3. 105 run partnership of just 56 deliveries. So they've added 105. Wow, in just over 7.5 overs, 8 overs, 9 overs. My maths has gone haywire. I've just been knocked senseless by this brutal hitting of Rohan Mustafa. And now, more pace being introduced. Sabir Rao coming in from the far end. But it feels too little too late here, Abdurrahman.
Well, the one question I have is, where is Sanchit Sharma? He's only going to bowl 2 overs in his spell.
Back cut, and Wasi does exactly what the game plan is. Feed the strike to the beast.
Yeah, that shorter leg side boundary with the left arm fast bowler. Sabir Rao usually gets the ball in to the left-hander.
Well, we've seen one century in the D20 already. That was from Asif Khan Lala. And I don't want to put it out there in the universe, but I think we'll have to. Can we see Rohan Mustafa? He's 24 runs away. There's plenty of time.
Well, he'll need just 1 over the way he's batting. Already got 20 runs in the last over.
Let's take a look at the field for you then. Long on. Mid-off is up. There is a deep cover, deep point as well. Short man and third are up. Fine leg is up as well. There's a deep square leg.
Oh, the ramp shot's coming out. The ramp is going to come out here.
Oh, well bowled there. Wide Yorker, Sabir. Well, it's a very tough field for him. Let's see if he can pull it off.
Yeah, Rohan Mustafa was walking across his stumps. Sabir Rao knew exactly what he wanted to do. That wide Yorker executed perfectly.
Well, there's some changes made now. There's a long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep cover and deep point. Third and fine are still up. Extra cover is in the ring and the square leg is in the ring as well. So everything in front. Oh, it's gone straight up. Vritti Arvind settling and he takes a safe catch. But what an innings from the perennial champion Rohan Mustafa. Outstanding knock.
Absolutely. But you have to say, very well bowled Sabir Rao. Again, sticking outside off stump, sticking to the plan and executing it perfectly. Wide outside off stump, slower delivery, rolled his fingers on it. And a good catch in the end by Vritya. FUJERA losing Rohan Mustafa, but not losing momentum. 76 of 45, 7 sixes, 4 boundaries with a strike rate of 169. FUJERA 163 for 4.
Mohammad Usman coming in after the fireworks show from Rohan Mustafa. FUJERA sitting in the box seat. Still 2.5 overs to go. Fabulous record in the T20. That strike rate, well, I'm absolutely shocked to see it's only 105. He is certainly a better player than that. Chipped in the air, but there is nobody at mid-off. So Sabir Rao bowling beautifully here with those off-cutters.
Yeah, absolutely. He's pulled it back nicely. What does HAIDER vs. SHAH do here now? He has to take the role of the aggressor. Usman just walking in. Not an easy wicket to come in and start hitting from ball one.
Well, if he reads that slower ball, he can pummel it over extra or behind point. I think challenging the leg side boundary will be difficult. And he's very good on those square shots on the offside. Still has a long off and a long on. Or maybe even the scoop over the fine leg could be an option. Pulls it away. There is protection. And I don't think the running between the wickets will be as rapid now with Usman.
He's just walking in now, Usman.
He's an absolute legend in terms of associate cricket. Well, that certainly makes sense, but then you don't play him back-to-back matches. They literally played until midnight yesterday evening in that match against Abu Dhabi. Big full toss, not capitalized. Should have looked to slice it behind point. Once again, there is a deep point for Wasi. They're pushing for two. Oh, that's a brilliant dive. He made that impossible to happen.
Oh, brilliant running. HAIDER Wasi SHAH had to do a lot of the work, turning and then diving. It was a good throw from Alishan Sharfu, one of the few fielders who can get the ball into the keeper's gloves from long off or long on.
Yeah, he has a rocket arm. They'll need his rocket batting later in the afternoon. There he goes for that slice. Deep cover, takes the catch. Safely held there by Ashwant Balthappa. And a good innings from Wasi comes to an end.
And again, it's Sanchit Sharma who strikes. Well, we'll have to find out why he hasn't bowled his full quota. But in the end, he gets a big breakthrough. Both the set batsmen are now in the dugout. HAIDER Wasi SHAH and Rohan Mustafa, and a good catch taken by Ashwant Balthappa.
39 of 31 then for the young lad. 2 boundaries and 2 maximums. 169 for 5.
Viewers, please subscribe my this channel and also please share it to your cricket lovers friends. Thank you very much and bye bye.